Muy buena gente de YouTube, ¿cómo están? Hoy les voy a traer un nuevo video de, bueno, de justamente de un juego de piratas. Muchas gracias a los desarrolladores por dármela aquí, así que vamos a probar el jueguito a ver qué tal está. Vamos a dar una nueva partida. Nombre voy a ponerme... Ay, ay Dios. Resident, ahí está. Bien, perfecto. Ahora... ¿puedo cambiar la bandera? ¿Puedo cambiar la bandera? ¿Verde? Está verde. Y la bandera la puedo poner en rojo, ¿no? No, full verde no. No, sí, ¿no? Perfecto. Continuar. Vamos a probar a ver qué tal está. Está muy buena la música, ¿eh?
The promise of liberty and riches readily advanced years ago from the Caribbean to the stifling port taverns of the old world. There it found its way to your ears as well.
Se escucha raro, ¿no?
Oh, Skipper, you truly pulled out all the stops last night. I wouldn't have thought a human being can drink that much rum. And then your wild ideas that we'll grab ourselves the Spanish treasure fleet.
Oh, mira.
I hope it's clear to you that the crew will take you at your word. Well, you'll get it done all right. But say, you really don't look well at all.
Vaya banquete el de ayer, parece que todavía no te has recuperado de todo. ¿Qué ocurre? ¿Quién eres tú? Y ahora soy yo el primer oficial borrachachuzas. No, borrachuzas. Si eso será verdad. Soy un pirata peligroso, temenme.
We'll practice standing straight again. The main thing is you can still steer the ship.
Mantén pulsado y mueve el ratón para desplazar la cámara.
Excellent. Let's sail to that town over there.
Amigo,
always a few merchants romping around towns. We'll grab one for us to warm up.
Ciudad de Belice. Allá. Allá, Ciudad de Belice. Acércate a Ciudad de Belice. Amigo, va a toda marcha, boludo.
Hold it. Stop. We don't want to sail too close to town. After all, we don't want them to see us grabbing one of the merchants. One more quick look around that no military convoys nearby, and up with the black flag. Arr! Off to plunder!
Has completado una tarea. Busca e intercepta una empresa fácil. Tienes una nueva tarea. De hecho hay un soldado ahí en nivel 2. Si me puedo acercar por acá. Gobernador, taberna, mercado.
Take a good look around. It's likely we'll have to head here often. Everything to do with the ship can be found at the harbor master. He repairs the ships, sells upgrades, and sometimes one or another ornament too.
Busca e intercepta una empresa fácil. ¿Cómo? Bodega, flota, capitanes, misiones. Navega, busca el convoy, presa fácil, lanzar objetivo y derrota en una batalla naval. Vale, ¿cuál? ¿Ese? Pero es de nivel 2, me va a adelantar, ¿no? A ver. Vamos a ver. Para. ¿Y ahora? ¿Cómo lo ataco? No entiendo. Ah, volví para atrás.
Get the cannons ready.
Empezar batalla. Ahí está. Ahí se pone más batalla.
Yes. The sea battle. Vale. We'll be carrying out the major part of our trade there. I can smell the gunpowder already. First, take time to make yourself familiar with all the things you see here. When you're done, navigate the ship closer to our friends. They're actually coming toward us? Well done! In the next round, we ought to get within firing range. Then place yourself so that we can tag them with a genuine broadside.
¿No lo puedo disparar? No, activar. ¿Cómo disparo? Embarcar. Ejecutar.
So here we are,
Ah, mira, puedo
in
entrar.
the eye of the
me agarré un
storm,
logro.
face to face with our enemies, saber in the hand, only a few feet away from our certain doom. Here you see the balance of power. The better it looks in our favor, the greater the likelihood that your daring plans will work too. Now all you have to do is decide how we're going to proceed.
Listo, lo agarramos.
Bad. Let's see what we've
Cagamos a
captured.
golpe. Impresionar botín. Pará, ¿y esto dónde le debo? Tan rápido echar esto de... Tomar barcos. Esto es mío el barco. Hablas demasiado, tienes razón.
Well, Captain, let's sail into town to fit ourselves out a bit. We're sure to find a few good seamen in the tavern. Better if we haul down the black flag again. We don't want the people in town to snitch on us right away.
Atracar en ciudad.
Land ho! I've always wanted to say that. Remember, Captain? Yesterday, there was rum aplenty here. If we need supplies, we can get them here. First off, I suggest we go to the tavern. My throat's all dried out. That smell. It brings back memories, don't it, Captain? You see that guy back there? He looks like he'd make a good captain. Just what we need. Break the ice. Maybe he's willing to join forces. With time, you and the captains are becoming more and more experienced. When you've amassed enough experience, you ought to split up the loot and invest the experience you've gained in new skills. Are you sure you don't want to talk to the guy in the tavern again? We really could use another hand for navigating one of our ships. The first man in town lives here. If you want to keep on the right side of a nation, then those are the boots you'll have to lick. Here's also where you always find out what your current standing with the nation is. Fantastic. Your silver tongue always does the trick. Let's test his skill right away. We'll grab us another trade convoy.
Bien, ya lo hice, ¿no? Ahí está, contrato un capitán. O sea, encontré unos random que estaban por ahí, le inventé un café y ya está.
Everything we plunder or acquire otherwise is stored in the hold. Here's also where you see what our crew wants to consume at the moment. If you unlock those goods for consumption,
Claro, puedo
that
evitar que no
increases
consuman las
morale.
cosas. Ahora tengo que capturar otro barco, ¿no? Vale. Let's go.
Wind. Supposed to talk about wind. Hold on, I know I jotted it down somewhere. Yes. When you sail before the wind, you're much, much faster. Okay, guess anyone could figure that one out. With a second skipper, we can lead not one, but two ships into battle. That ought to be easy pickings.
Bien, me dio una. Quiero atacar. Embarcar. Punto de misión. Solamente me deja embarcar. No puedo atacar. Cargados al 100. Riesgo de colisión. Dirección del coso. Apaga el seguro. Pagina. Necesito saber cómo atacar. ¿Cómo ataco? Me está haciendo mierda. Necesito saber cómo atacar. Ahí está. Perfecto. Y ahora cómo vuelvo al... Ataca directamente a los adversarios enemigos, pero es inútil contra el blindaje. Las balas encadenadas dañan las velas de tus adversarios. Ok, eso me sirve.
Good! Ha ha! If it keeps going like this, we'll need larger treasure chests soon. Let's get down to business. The cutthroats on our crew won't take it on the chin forever. At some point, they'll want to see a few gold coins too. Which means we'll have to divide the booty soon. Now we're back where we started again. And I thought it was just the rum that's making everything spin. Then we'll give the crew what they deserve. Drum up the folks and let's split up the loot. Sail back into town and we'll clear it up over a mighty swig at the tavern. You're the captain, so you can also specify how much of the booty you want to share. The more the crew receives, the better they'll find it, of course. But a bit of advice from me. Don't give them too much. They'll get used to it. And next time, they'll expect just as much. So, Captain, you probably thought you were done with divvying up the gold and could sail on now. Sadly, no. We still have to draw up articles of capture for our next cruise. We pirates just love our articles and codes. It's quite simple, too. You make a couple of wild promises to the crew, and the boys elect you captain again. But watch out. If you don't keep your pledges, they'll hold it against you. Perfect. Well, then put your signature here, here, and here. Do you want to keep a copy for your files? Good. Things can move on now.
Nice.
Well, if you're truly serious about the Spanish treasure fleet, then we ought to visit an old acquaintance of mine. Back then, he was mate on a Spanish ship that freighted gold and silver to Europe. He's an old geezer now, but he might have a few bits of useful information for us. That is, if your mug suits him.
Ahora con informantes en porro ya. Está bastante bien. No te voy a mentir, se ve bastante bien el juego. Me gusta el tutorial. No entendí mucho el tema de a la hora de atacar. Es como medio raro a la hora de hacer un movimiento. Pero bueno, chicos, espero que les haya gustado Tortuga a Pirate Tail. Espero que les haya gustado el videito. Y nos veremos en el próximo. Adiós.